No, a giant spring.
OK.
And you sit on the...
And why wouldn't you want to improve the circumstances of your family? Britain is going to turn around the small boats in the Channel. We had this week a record number of migrants crossing over from Calais to Dover. Now, there is a safety issue here. It's a perilous crossing. People have, lose their lives, and it's incredibly risky. But I wonder what the arrangements are if you see a dinghy full of families or young men around a boat.
They will have methods of doing that.
Are we going to get a cabinet reshuffle? On a holiday as Kabul fell. And the Education Secretary, Gavin Williamson, is under enormous pressure. And
Queen wrote the song about Gavin Williamson.
Exams are going to take, what topics they're going to be covering, what advice and support to give my children when their exams are 8 months away, less than 8 months away in the case of some exams. BTECs are going to be in January. And I can't understand how we have an Education Secretary who's allowed that to happen again.
Yeah.
I just want to... Alex...
Good morning. It's just gone 6:30. Welcome to the programme. It's nice to be back in the chair.
Welcome back to
Thank
the
you very much. I thought the intro, daring adventurer, dashing, coming down, I thought, and then you said Bear Grylls. Thanks, Susanna.
Have you ever done any base jumping?
I did a bungee jump.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
I did
Run the film backwards.
It was a giant spring.
Right.
Right. Huge, I can't remember, it was years ago.
Trampoline.
That was probably...
And you went up at the top of a mountain?
Oh, no, it wasn't the top of the mountain.
Oh.
It was in the States. But you'd probably boost you about 60 metres you put your feet through your mouth.
That doesn't sound appealing at all, and I'm not sure
we'll be
why
doing
anyone
that
would want to do
tomorrow
it.
on the programme. Susanna will be doing it live.
I wouldn't even do a bungee jump. I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous. Just want to say, you saw in the headlines, we are telling the story this morning, just after 7 o'clock, of Operation Pitting, this absolutely remarkable and, as you said, Herculean effort to get the Afghans and, of course, the troops and all those people who had worked for us over the course of the last 20 years in Afghanistan out as the Taliban came into Kabul. And you saw in the opening sequence there, Sergeant Andy Livingston. He was the RAF sergeant who cradled a newborn baby. I wonder if we have the photograph for you. And he was on board one of the last rescue flights out of the Afghan capital, and he saw a mum, and she was so exhausted at the airport. And of course, we know the situation on the tarmac. There were people running, scrambling to try and just cling on to planes. There were planes coming in all over the place. He said it was like dodgems. I mean, these are two heroes, aren't they?
I mean, they're true heroes. And you wonder what the human cost on them, when you see that much misery, when you have to do human triage. What I'd like to try and understand is, when is someone who is fleeing their country due to persecution or extreme poverty someone that we cheer our heroes, our forces' heroes, to rescuing? And when are they someone who we say, get back, get lost, get back to your original country? I mean, at what point is someone... Because most migrants are fleeing something. It may just be poverty, but if our families were struggling and had no food in their mouths, we may be fleeing poverty too. I mean, where do you draw the line, Ian? I said, I'm not. He said, you are? He said, why are you lying to me? I said, and I thought I was going to correct him and say I'm off the telly on something else. But then he started swearing at me. So I went, I'm sorry, I'm not Phil Spencer. I am not Phil Spencer.
Were you like, I've got more here?
Yeah.
I heard Nick Gibb, the schools minister, talk about what's going to happen with exams. I don't know. I have one son who's doing GCSEs next year and one son who's doing A-levels next year. And I don't know what to tell them about what format is here this morning doing the weather. Alex, when it comes to...
Dr. Hillary, a couple of announcements today coming over COVID. We've got the concept boosters. We're going...
Lots more still to come, including Bear Grylls, Emma Willis, Giovanna Fletcher. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV. Remember, we had that very special report from Stephen Mulhern yesterday. But the notorious prankster went missing in action. Well, we've pinned him down and we'll be catching up with him a little bit later on. First, though, it's competition time. Your chance to win a prize worth up to £85,000. Martin, where's Andy? He's at a secret location this morning that even Martin... Good morning, Britain. It has just gone 4 minutes past 7. Our main news this morning, the Home Secretary has reportedly sanctioned new tactics to turn migrant boats in the Channel back to France.
Yes, according to reports, Priti Patel has ordered officials to rewrite maritime laws to allow Border Force to turn the boats around, forcing them to be dealt with by the French authorities. So let's get more on this.